What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Break number 669 BD. We got a case of UEFA, Topps Chrome UEFA. This is a hobby box break, 12 boxes. All right, we got 3, 6, our first 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Box 1. Good luck, everybody. There we go, box 1. Hopefully we can have some good luck with autos like we did in the last one of these. Last hobby box case we broke had a Lamine Yamal Marks of Excellence. The last jumbo we did on Sunday had a Lamine Yamal Wonder Kids auto. So we've had Musiala, we've had Yamal. Who else can we get? Thank you all for whoever's watching live. I appreciate it. Box number 1, here we go. Wonder Kid of Pavlovic. Leon Bailey on the refractor. Final Destination of Sesko. We have a gold auto of rookie Ethan Nwaneri. Ethan Nwaneri on the gold auto to 50, 37 out of 50. That's a nice way to start the break. That is a nice auto to start the break. Nice hit for Arsenal. Dennis Gould. That one is 95 out of 175. Kevin on the Wonder Kids. Johnny Cardoso on the refractor. Aqua of Frankie de Jong. That's 121 of 199. Zhao Watchin on the refractor. Hyper of Morgan Rogers. Cheeto Obi on the Wonder Kids. Hyper Frankie de Jong. Matty Warhurst Galazzo. Leonard Carl on the UEFA Youth League. Mbaye on the refractor. Patrick Schick on the refractor. Pau Victor on the Wonder Kids. Hector Bellerin on the refractor. Danielle Malin on the Galazzo. Trey Ignoni, 158 out of 250. Circle of Power, that is going to Sporting. Real Betis. Abde Ezeali. Douglas Luiz on the Hyper. Box number 2. Solid auto on the first box. Box number 2. Unai Hernandez on the Wonder Kid. Min-Jae Kim on the refractor. Julian Brandt on the Final Destination. Our auto is a rookie again. This one's for Tottenham. Lucas Bergvall. This one is not numbered. Lucas Bergvall on the auto for Tottenham. That's Alessandro Bastoni, 22 of 250. Seni Mayulu on the Wonder Kid. Luis Diaz on the Hyper. Sergio Aguero on the Galazzo. Guille Fernandez on the Youth League. Mickey Moore refractor. Danny Olmo on the refractor. Kobe Mainu. Lucas Bergvall on the Wonder Kids. Rodrigo on the refractor. That is a green wave of Conor Gallagher, 65 of 225. Casade on the refractor. Odegaard on the Hyper. Golasso of Rafael Leao. Lamine Yamal to 75 on the dark purple. 66 of 75. 66 of 75. Circle of Power, that is Mohamed Salah. Alejandro Garnacho on the Hyper. Pau Kubarsi on the Wonder Kid. Cyril Dessers on the Refractor. That is box number 2. Box number 3. All right, box number 3. Archie Gray on the Wonder Kids. Antonio Nusa Refractor. That's Kevin De Bruyne on the Golazo. We got a blue of Hector Bellerin, 66 of 150. Circle of Power, that is Mickey Van de Ven for Tottenham. Mike Magnan on the Hyper. Trey Ignoni on the Wonder Kid. Gavi on the Hyper. Cole Palmer on the Golazo. Quim Junette on the Youth League. That is Conrad Harder. Conrad Harder, 75 of 150 on the blue. That one is going to Sporting. Francisco Camarda on the Refractor. Timber on the Refractor. Bradley Barcola on the Wonder Kid. Alistair Johnston on the Refractor. Mike Magnan on the Final Destination. Ricardo Pepi is our next auto. That is on the Topps logo auto to 52. 35 of 52. Ricardo Pepi, that goes to PSV. We got green to 99 of Antonio Nusa, 29 of 99. Endrick on the Wonder Kid. Julian Duranville on the refractor. We got a green wave. That is to 125 of Ross McCausland. Ross McCausland. That is a high voltage of Kang In Lee on the high voltage. Fernandez on the refractor. Timothy Weah on the hyper. And that is box number 3. Box number 4. This is box number 4. Johannes. Last one was 3, my friend. So far, some solid autos. 2 rookies. Got a Lamine Yamal to 75. So, solid so far. Solid break so far. Inter, Chelsea, or Juve. Okay, we'll work on that, my friend. Haven't had a big hit. I think we had a Cole Palmer earlier. I think a Cole Palmer in box 2. But nothing numbered yet. But we'll work on it. We still got 9 boxes to go. Here we go. Box number 4, my friends. Here we go. Camarda on the Wonder Kids. Tobias on the Hyper. Luis Diaz on the Golazo. Ben Brogio on the Youth League. Trent Alexander-Arnold refractor. Renders on the refractor. Yildiz on the Wonder Kids. That's for Juve. Oscar Bob refractor. Cyril Dessers on the Golazo. Alexander Arnold, that is 266 out of 299. That is Michael Olise on the Circle of Power. Olise again on the Hyper. Lamine Yamal on the Wonder Kid. Natali on the refractor. Final Destination for Juve, Gleason Bremer. Our next auto goes to Dortmund. That's Garassi. Serhu Garassi, 58 of 250. We got a gold of Tosin for Chelsea, 49 out of 50. 49 out of 50, gold Tosin. Wonder Kid of Ethan Wheatley. Federico Chiesa on the refractor. We got a red to 5. Red to 5. Declan Rice on the refractor. Asan Kadrogo on the hyper. Good luck, everybody, on the red to 5. Red to 5. Teo Hernandez. That's going to AC Milan. 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5 for AC Milan. Teo Hernandez. Nice hit for AC Milan. That was box number 4. All right, box number 5. There you go, Johannes. That was a pretty good Juve and Chelsea box. Not an auto, but some numbers. Alright, this is box number 5. Looks like we have some gold to 50 coming. Gold to 50. Box number 5. Here we go. Maiulu. Rogers on the hyper. Xavi Simons on the Galazzo. Shea Lacey on the Youth League. Hyun-Min Son. Hyun-Min Son on the gold Galazzo to 50. 36 out of 50. Hyun-Min Son. Nice hit for Tottenham. Nice hit for Tottenham. And then we got Son on the refractor. Paulo Victor on the refractor. Taverniers on the refractor. Boniface on the Galazzo. That's Archie Gray for Tottenham. 126 out of 250. Circle of Power. That one goes to Pedri. Nice hit there for Barca. Darwin Nunez on the Hyper. Wonder Kid of Paul Kubarsi. Archie Gray, that is blue, 63 of 150 for Tottenham. Lucas Bergvall for Tottenham. It's a Tottenham box. Raul Asensio on the refractor. Aqua, Morgan Rogers, that is 18 out of 199. On the Shockwave, that is Jamie Bignone Gittins. That is for Dortmund. Maduke on the refractor. High voltage right there. Normally you only get like one high voltage per case. That's impressive to get two. Liberali on the Hyper. Unai Hernandez on the Wonder Kid. Thurman on the refractor. Final Destination of Alistair Johnston. We have a blue auto. Blue auto for City. That is Ilkay Gundogan. Ilkay Gundogan, 140 out of 150. Nice hit for City to 150 on the auto. Box number 6. Alright, this is box number 6. This is the halfway point, folks. So far we've had 5 pretty solid autos. That Gundogan auto I was not expecting, man. That's nice. I think he's leaving City, though. Alright, box number 6. Here we go. Cavaminga starting us off. Gel Watchin on the Wonder Kids. Kevin De Bruyne refractor. That is a blue Luis Diaz. 13 out of 150. Waneri on the refractor. That's Gomez on the hyper. Lamine Yamal Wonder Kid. Mohamed Salah refractor. Dembele on the Golazo. That is a green wave of Emiliano Martinez, 207 of 225. Circle of Power of Canyon Lee. Future Star, Kenan Yildiz. Kenan Yildiz on the hyper for Juve. That's Dessers, 71 of 99. Waneri on the Wonder Kid. Hyper Kobe Mainu. Victor Gyökeres on the Golazo. Quim Juniette on the Youth League. Cheetah Obi on the Rookie Refractor. Obarete on the refractor. Savino on the Wonder Kid. Adeyemi on the refractor. Otamendi on the Final Destination. Purple Auto. That is Rio Hatate. That is for Celtic. 97 of 250. Rio Hatate. And that's our first half. Box number 7. Got a case hit coming. Right there, case hit. Give me a second, guys. Okay, got it. I'm back. Sorry. Hey-o. You got City? Nice. You see the Gundogan auto? Nice Gundogan auto to 150. Pretty sick. Nice hit. All right, here we go, guys. Box number 7. You got it, bro. You got it. Box number 7. Kevin on the Wonder Kids. Losada on the refractor. Aqua of Oatara. That is 19 out of 199. Brandt on the refractor. Neuer on the hyper. Kamavinga on the refractor. I almost screwed up his name. Luis Suarez on the Galazo. That is Conrad Harder, 154 of 250. That is Cameron Carter-Vickers for Celtic on the Circle of Power. Carderas on the Hyper. Pau Victor on the Wonder Kids. So we have a shadow etched case hit coming. Shadow etched case hits. Good luck to everybody. Cheetah Obi on the Wonder Kid. Udalgi on the Hyper. Santiago Jimenez on the Galazo. Shea Lacey Youth League. Donnarumma on the Refractor. Pavlovic on the Wonder Kid. Here's the case hit. Katara on the Refractor. Shadow etched case hit of Antoine Griezmann. Antoine Griezmann on the case hit for Atletico Madrid. Nice hit for Atletico. Miles Lewis-Skelly on the Final Destination. That's our auto. That goes to Arsenal. Dennis Bergkamp. Dennis Bergkamp, 43 out of 75 on the auto for Arsenal. Green Wave of Liberali, 211 of 225. Rodrigo De Paul on the Refractor. Dennis Bergkamp, legend at Arsenal, to 75 on the auto. Nice hit for Arsenal. Box number 8. Box number 8. All right, box number 8. Here we go. Inyoni on the Wonder Kid. Hyper of Matty Warhurst. Furuhashi on the Galazzo. Reagan Heskey on the Youth League. Butland on the Refractor. Gurasi on the Refractor. Archie Gray on the Wonder Kid. Barcola Refractor. Ollie Watkins on the Galazzo. Aqua of Nicholas Raskin. 50 of 199. That goes to Rangers. Circle of Power for Rangers also. James Tavernier. Joshua Xerxes on the Hyper. Blue of Alfonso Davies. That is 77 of 150. Endrick on the Wonder Kids. Jude Bellingham on the Refractor. Marlon Gomes. That's going to Shakhtar. No, not Shakhtar. This is yeah, it is Shakhtar. 125 out of 175. Maeda on the Refractor. Ollie Watkins on the Hyper. Bradley Barcola on the Wonder Kid. Pablo Barrios, Refractor. Henrik Mkhitaryan. That is going to Inter Milan on the Final Destination. Our auto. That's Mason Mount. That one's going to Man United. Manchester United, that is a green auto, 36 out of 99. 36 of 99 for Man United's auto. Box number 9. Interesting. Huh. All right, here we go. Box number 9. Mbaye on the Wonder Kids. Valverde on the refractor. Aqua of Oscar Bob for City. 70 of 199. Nicholas Jackson, refractor. Savona on the Hyper. Joe Watchin on the Wonder Kids. Uniken on the refractor. Hillman Son on the Golazo. Kai Havertz, 145 of 250 for Arsenal. There's Jamie Bignon Gittins on the Circle of Power. Antony Malambo on the refractor. One area on the Wonder Kids. Ross McCausland on the Hyper. Pau Victor on the Golazo. Leonard Carl on the Youth League. Wonder Kids of Ignoni for Liverpool. That is 60 out of 75. Nell on the refractor. Arroyo on the refractor. Savino on the Wonder Kids. Jamal Musiala on the refractor. Alejandro Grimaldo on the Final Destination. Is that our auto? That's Yoram Zagi. Yoram Zagi. 120 out of 150 for PSG. Yoram Zagi. Green Wave of Kang-In Lee to finish off box number 9. That is 54 of 225 on the Kang-In Lee. Box number 10. All right, this is box number 10. Final 3 boxes. All right, box number 10. Good luck. Archie Gray Wonder Kid. Openda on the refractor. Griezmann on the Golazo. Green Wave, that's Tygo Land, 59 of 225. Jude Bellingham on the Circle of Power. Frankie de Jong on the Hyper refractor. Hendrick on the Wonder Kid. Fermin Lopez on the refractor. That is a light purple of Ousmane Dembele. That is 286 out of 299. Gould on the refractor. Douglas Luiz on the Hyper. Bradley Barcola Wonder Kid. Bayer on the refractor. Final Destination of Rodri. Our auto Santiago Jimenez. That's for Feyenoord. Not numbered. Gold. That is Benjamin Sesko, 39 out of 50. Nice hit for RB Leipzig. Ignone on the Wonder Kid. Yildiz on the Hyper. Kylian Mbappe on the Golazo. Ben Ambrosio on the Youth League. Hendrick on the refractor. Tolson on the refractor. Box number 11. Like to see some blacks to 10. Come on. Love to see a super fractor. right, box number 11. Jawachin on the Wonder Kid. Waneri on the Wonder Kids. Matson on the Hyper. Leroy Sané on the Galazzo. Regan Heskey on the Youth League. Mayulu on the Refractor. Boniface on the Refractor. That is Tony Fernandez on the rookie. Is this a manga for Barca? Is this a manga? It's a hero variation. Alright, thank you. I was going to go look it up. This is the first one I've seen, and I've done about 6 cases of this stuff. That is a sick card. That is an awesome hit for Barca. Tony Fernandez, rookie hero variation. That is awesome. Doku on the Refractor. There is Pestriani on the Galazzo. Xavi Simons, 39 out of 199. Circle of Power. That is David Fratisi. Griezmann on the Hyper. Thanks, guys. I appreciate everybody that responded. I was just about to look it up, but yeah, that's a cool looking card. That's Andrea Natali, 160 out of 299. Andrea Natali. Mbaye on the Wonder Kids. That is a shockwave of rookie Mark Bernal. Shockwave of Mark Bernal on the rookie. Another hit for Barca. Nice hit. Savinho on the Refractor. That's a blue of James Madison, 90 out of 150. Ilikahena on the Refractor. Toby Collier on the Hyper. Savinho on the Wonder Kid. Vignone Gittins on the Refractor. Rodrigo on the Final Destination. Our auto is Giovanni Kenda for Sporting. That is 198 out of 199. We are down to our last box. Then we'll do a full recap for you guys. All right, my friends, here we go. Final box. Diamande on the Hyper. That is, looks like, is that Oscar Bob? No, it's Nico O'Reilly. Nico O'Reilly on the Circle of Power for City. Circle of Power for City, Nico O'Reilly. Nicolo Barea on the Galazzo. We got a green of Dessers. That's 58 of 99. Harder. Ethan Wheatley on the refractor. Yildiz on the Wonder Kids. Grimaldo on the Hyper. Kai Havertz on the refractor. On the green wave, that's Kobe Manu for United. Inyoni on the refractor. Ethan Wheatley on the Wonder Kids. Pulisic on the refractor. Victor Gyökeres on the purple to 75 Galazzo. 32 out of 75 on the Victor Gyökeres. McKinney on the refractor. Nice hit for Sporting right there. Bangulu on the Galazzo. Jaden Heskey on the Youth League. Pepe on the Hyper. Camarda on the Wonder Kid. I thought it might be a Wonder Kid auto. Mbaye, that is 111 out of 250. Should have a final auto coming anytime. Possible right here. Yes, it is. Final auto is right there. Minamino on the Final Destination. Akalucci on the refractor. Lamine Yamal on the Wonder Kid. And our final pack with our final auto. Here we go. It is a green auto to 99. of Callum McGregor for Celtic. Callum McGregor, 6 out of 99 for Celtic. And there you guys is your break. Here we go. We'll get a recap in. On the high voltage, we have Jamie Bignone Gittins. We got Kang In Lee. And on the shockwave, that is Mark Bernal. To 299, Natali Dembele and Trent Alexander-Arnold. To 250, Mbaye, Havertz, Harder, Gray, Bastoni, and Ignone. To 225, Mainu, Land, Kang-In Lee, Liberali, Martinez, and Gallagher. To 199, Xavi Simons, Bob, Raskin, Katera, that's Future Stars Morgan Rogers, and Frankie de Jong. To 175, Gomes and Gould. To 150, we got Madison, Davies, Diaz, Archie Gray. We got Conrad Harder on the Final Destination, and Hector Bellerin. To 125, Future Stars, Ross McCausland. To 99, Dessers again. 58 and 71 of 99. And Antonio Nusa. To 75, on the Golazo, Victor Gyökeres. On the Wonder Kids, Trey Ignone. And on the Future Stars, and that is All-Star rookie Lamine Yamal. Gold to 50, we got Sesko, Golazo of Heung-Min Son, and Tosin. Our one lowest hit to 5 out of 5, that's Teo Hernandez for AC Milan. Our autos, not numbered. We got Jimenez for Feyenoord, Bergvall for Tottenham. These are to 250. We got Hatate for Celtic and Garassi for Borussia Dortmund. These are the 199. This is Kenda for Sporting, Zage for PSG, Gundogan for Man City. For Celtic to 99, Callum McGregor, and for Manchester United, Mason Mount. To 75, this is for Arsenal, Dennis Bergkamp. To 52, Ricardo Pepi. To 50, Ethan Nwaneri. Pepe goes to PSG, Nwaneri goes to Arsenal. And then our two case hits, rookie Tony Fernandez on the hero variation. And this one is Antoine Griezmann on the shadow etch. There's your break, my friends. Hope you guys had a good time. Hope to see you guys next time. And we'll be back again. We got one more case. We got the jumbo of the jumbo of this stuff, and I think we're going to do it on Sunday. So I'm not sure, but keep an eye out, guys. Have a great day. I'll see you next time.